You just got to build relationships. Hello, friends. If you missed the last episode, we talked about the small business revolution and why nimble beats massive when you lead with relationships. Today, we're discussing AI and social media. I've been on social since the 90s, almost 30 years. I love it. It built my career and so many of my closest relationships. Lately, you hear people say that social media is over or that it's going to disappear. That sounds scary. Is it true? Let's get into it. First idea, AI-driven content and personalization. What does that mean? Currently, people can generate massive amounts of posts, images, and videos using AI. The volume will keep climbing. Is that good or bad for reach? Is it good or bad for business? The answer depends on whether you believe relationships play a critical role in your business success. If you flood the feed with perfectly looking AI content and there's no relationship in play, you might get early likes, but then watch your trust sink. I've seen this movie before. Every time a shiny tactic tried to replace a real connection, the people who doubled down on shortcuts faded out. The people who used the new tool to support human connection are still here. AI content is not the problem. The problem is when AI tries to be the relationship. Let's name the pros and the cons. Pros. AI lets you create faster. It can help you write more clearly, cut clips more quickly, and refine a rough photo. It can turn your thoughts into drafts that are ready to shape. The cons? If you let AI speak on your behalf, the voice often feels generic. If you over-filter your photos or fabricate scenes, people sense it. Funny clips can still be effective, and there's room for pure entertainment. But business growth stems from trust, and trust is built through people. Think about the last time a friend or client sent you a message you knew was written by AI. Did you feel closer to them, or did something crack? I get messages like that too. Sometimes I can tell the sender never saw our last chat because the bot did not know we had already talked. When I see the person, well, I nudge them and say, your tool missed the context. With looser connections, I often just move on. Not because I'm mad, but because there's no shortage of people to talk to. That's the risk with automating real conversations. So where does authenticity win over automation? Everything before the first real conversation can be automated. The moment you start building a bond, it needs you. Example, say you want to meet hikers in your city. You can automate the repetitive parts, finding their profiles, sending the friend request, and sharing a welcome message that invites them to your group. Those steps are the same for everyone. Once they reply, you show up. That's the start of a relationship. If you try to automate that part, you're not building a relationship. You're just broadcasting. Now, the classic tension, speed versus substance. Here's a simple way I work it. I speak my post ideas into an AI tool. I give it prompts that match my voice. It sends back a clean draft. I do not publish that draft. I take a minute to edit. I add one detail from my day or a line that sounds like me, not a template. That is enough to make it feel human. AI gives me speed. My edit gives it substance. The result reads like me on my best day, not a robot wearing my name tag. Next, find your AI medium mix. Text, images, video can all benefit without crossing into fake. I enhance the words, but the stories and opinions are my own. I enhance photos, but they're real photos of me, my team, our customers, and our workshops. Please retire the heavy beauty filters that make you unrecognizable. If someone meets you on video or in person and does not recognize you, the relationship takes a hit. I enhance video too. AI tools help cut clips from long recordings in minutes. Sometimes that used to take hours. I'm not asking AI to reimagine a scene that never happened. I'm using it to surface the best real moments faster. Keep this guardrail. Use AI to enhance the truth, not replace it. If it didn't happen, do not pretend that it did. If you did not write it, do not publish it without adding your voice. That is how you protect the bond you are building. Let me add 2 research callouts to ground what we're seeing. First, Pew Research Center reports that social media use in the United States remains widespread, with platforms like YouTube and Facebook used by large majorities of adults. Social media is not disappearing. It's evolving. Second, the platforms recognize that AI-generated content is on the rise, so they're adding labels. Meta says it's expanding made with AI labels for images, audio, and video, and YouTube now requires disclosures when realistic content is altered or synthetic. Those moves tell you where the puck is going. So where is social media going? 3 big shifts, and here's how to ride them. Shift number 1, content volume explodes. Curation matters more. Feeds will be louder, but people will tune out anything that feels off. Your edge is to be known by the right people in the right rooms with a steady rhythm. Pick your lane, post with purpose, engage like a human. Shift number 2, labels and verification rise. As AI tools flood the zone, platforms will add more labels, watermarks, and authenticity features. Use them. Disclose when a clip uses AI editing. Note when an AI image is enhanced. That transparency builds trust. And shift number 3, conversations move closer to the edges. Group chats, private communities, and DMs will carry more of the real talk. Public feeds will still matter for reach, but the decisions will happen in smaller rooms. Design your handoff from public to private. Let the broadcast create interest. Let the one-to-one create action. Let's get practical. 5 moves to keep your social strategy human and strong in an AI-heavy world. 1, write your automation boundary. Decide which steps you will automate and which steps require your attention. For example, automate discovery, connection requests, and calendar links. Do not automate replies once someone engages. Put that rule in writing for yourself and your team to follow. Number 2, create your truth checklist. Before you post, ask, did this really happen? Is the photo of a real moment? Is there one detail only I would know? If you used AI, did you disclose or personalize it enough to make it your own? A 10-second check protects years of trust. 3, build your real asset library. Keep a shared folder with real photos, short clips, featuring behind the scenes content, snapshots of you working, and testimonials. AI can help tag and organize it and allowing you to create faster without reaching for fakes. 4, practice the 90-second edit. Use AI to draft and spend 90 seconds adding your story. Swap one generic line for a personal note. Add a sentence about a call you had today. Record a voice note reply instead of typing. People feel the difference. And 5, start or join a community where your ideal customers already gather. Ask one thoughtful question a week. Spotlight a member every Friday. Use AI to summarize threads and then add a human follow-up. Here's a quick mindset reset. Your goal is not to win the algorithm. Your goal is to win people. You do not need perfect content. You need honest content. You do not need to post 20 times a day. You need to post with intention, then follow up on the conversations with care. Here's my view of the future. Social media will continue to evolve, just as it has for the past 30 years. The formats will change. The tools will get better. AI will continue to accelerate the production side. What will not change is the reason social media works: human connection. If you let AI enhance your process while keeping your presence at the core, you're going to be fine. Better than fine. You'll be the person people remember when they're ready to buy, and the person they recommend when a friend asks for help. So here's the takeaway. Use AI to do the heavy lifting. Use you to do the heart lifting. Keep the parts that build the bond human, AI, the rest. Tell real stories, show your face, invite replies, then move the conversation to the room where decisions are made. If this episode gave you something to think about, hit like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment with your own story. I'd love to hear it. Do not miss the next episode. We'll talk about what a relationship-based economy is. And remember, keep building relationships.
Thanks for listening to the Jim Lufkin Podcast, where AI meets real relationships. If an idea resonated with you, drop a comment or a question below so Jim can weigh in. And share this episode with one friend who would benefit. See you next time.